All right, we'll get it together. All right. I cannot. Cheers.
Yeah. Hey.
What's going on, Slave fam? It's your girl Steph, and I'm back with another hookah hour. Today I have a special guest, a very special guest with me.
Very bitch.
A very special guest with me, okay? My friend Brianna.
Hey y'all. Hello.
Let me give y'all a story real quick, because me and Brianna have been trying to hang out for how many years?
Like 2.
Yeah, it's probably like
3.
Almost 3 years. And we finally are hanging out together. So let's get another round of applause because
mind you, we live 10 minutes away from each other.
We live 10 minutes away from each other, but we didn't always. We didn't always live that. So first and foremost, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Please get my subscribers up because y'all are wilding. Like, I'm not even at 100 yet. And I've been doing this for like how many months?
Yeah, so make sure you share this video and have your followers subscribe to my channel. So that we could be back with more videos.
Okay. And like this video again. It's like if you want her back on my channel.
And comment below if you do want to see other videos. Yeah, because I would be happy to come back. So.
Yeah.
So I live by myself. She lives by herself. And like I'm always just home alone smoking hookah.
And I'm always home alone smoking hookah.
So, like,
literally.
So what the fuck?
Yo, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Wow. I don't normally drink wine on hookah hour, but I had to make an exception because
of me.
Because she's so very special. I'm just kidding.
Because my ass is like, I'm bringing the wine. Like,
I was hyped. Oh, that's like, you ain't see my message? I said, ooh.
And then I'm like, did you eat? Like, I be ready.
Right, she brought food.
Ready.
She came ready. Like, this is the best guest I ever had on my channel so far. So let's get into this because this woman right here, get out your notepads because y'all need to start taking notes. Because no, real shit. Like, you gotta follow her. Tell them your Instagram name.
It's at Miss Aura Aria. A lot of people don't know how to pronounce it, but now you do. It's Miss Aura Aria.
Aura Aria. Get it right. Okay, because y'all be probably saying some wild shit. I know I was when I looked at it. Right. So what does that mean?
Wow, that's a good ass question. You built for this. Okay. So Aura Aria is for my business. So I was trying to come up with a name for my business. So I was trying to find something that was, first off, like a double, what's it called? Like start with the same letter, so it got like a nice little ring to it.
Gotcha.
And then I knew like I didn't want to just be basic, be English, like whatever. So Aura, the root word is A-U-R for like gold. Okay. So it's just Aura, and then Arya is like the Hindi word for goddess. So it's kind of like golden goddess. Golden goddess.
This is the golden goddess. Y'all, okay.
I can't even see myself.
You popping though.
Just mad.
And you mad tan, like.
That's a concert, bitch. That's all concert.
Like, did you go on a trip? Like,
no, it's law school now.
Okay. So she has a boutique, an online boutique. She has a guide to help y'all with y'all business, and we're gonna get into all of this, but I'm just letting y'all know the background because she got a lot going on. She coming out with a fitness apparel, so that's lit. And she's also in law school. And what else do I know about you?
I think that's really all of it.
Is that it?
Like, I'm not that interesting.
No, she's mad interesting. She really good. Like, let me tell y'all, she's very resourceful. Y'all really need to take notes. I'm not lying to y'all because buy her guide. What is it, $50?
Yeah, now it's $50.
Okay, it's $50, but it gives you what, like vendors? It gives you tips.
I have a vendor list at the end of it. So essentially, it just it's for people who want to start their own online boutique, but it works for all businesses. It would even work like for someone starting their lash business or just honestly anything.
Any business, really.
Yeah, I was helping. I mean, I hate to bring him up, but I was helping my ex start like his business selling hookahs, like selling portable hookahs and things like that. So it had that been something he wanted to like go full force with, like he could even use the guide because it just kind of helps you like with your marketing stuff, with just everything. Like it's a little bit of everything. It's not so much where like I'm making your business for you.
Right.
But like I provide just enough information so that like you could just start
yourself, right? And she answers all your questions that you have, because I know I get a lot of questions of people like, oh, can you help me? I want to start my business, but I don't know where to start, and things like that. And I know I'm not the only person that gets questions like that. So you guys need to start referring them to her guide for real, because I heard that it was very good and it has very good reviews. I did not personally buy it yet because, you know, funds ain't right, but it's cool.
What I can do for the guy is I could create a discount code for you, and then your followers, your subscribers can have access to it.
Okay, that's a plan. Okay, we're gonna get back to y'all with the discount code, because bitch, no, for real, I really do. I have a lot of people that ask me on a daily basis still after 1 year of my business being open, still asking me for help on how to start their business. And it's a lot, because first of all, I had to do research myself. I had to do a lot of time and research. I had to pay for shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so did you. But it's like, I did all of it by myself, and I love to help people, and y'all know that. And I would love to give y'all free knowledge, but it's not like, if you want your business to work, you have to do the work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this guide is gonna help you, because it's gonna guide you, literally guide you into doing it, but it's not gonna tell you how to run your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, so go get that. What's up with this fitness collection? Girl. Because
so it's a struggle right now, because like I was reaching out to vendors in China, and now they have the virus thing. So literally, like some of my vendors are like, hey, sorry, we can't get the samples to you in time, because I wanted to get samples first. So obviously, like, I want to test out the product, make sure it's good, like you know, make sure like the labeling is right, everything's right. So I try to like get samples first and my size, you know, wear it, promote it, whatever, before I actually order.
Of course.
So many of the vendors, like, well, not so many, I'm guessing. And 2 vendors already hit me up like, hey, like, sorry, we can't process this yet. Like, basically everything is in shambles over there or whatever. And I'm just like, damn. And it's crazy because like I told myself, like, starting this new venture, like I would only do it like within the US. So now that they sent me that, I'm like, I knew I should have just fucking went to a vendor or like a manufacturer in the US.
But I mean, so, you learn. Like,
it's annoying.
It's all, you know, trials.
It's just going to take longer than I expected. But essentially, like, so I own Aura Aria LLC. But under that LLC, I mean, it's mostly just all clothes, fashion, things like that. But I wanted to separate it. I wanted to have the boutique, and then I wanted to have the fitness apparel separate, which is going to be called Aria Fit. Okay. So under Aria Fit, I wanted to also have not just like apparel, but just fitness stuff in general, like waist belts, the elastic bands and stuff, just things like that, and hats and things, just more fitness side, because like I've kind of been putting myself out there, and like everyone asks me so many fitness questions. Like, I mean, I don't know if you people know, like, who follows me, who's watching this, but I did lose 100 pounds.
I was gonna get into that next, because
so
power to you, like, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
like,
a lot.
I want to leverage that though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like with me, like, I just naturally have like this entrepreneurial spirit, and like I'm just such a businesswoman. Where
I always got that vibe from you too. Yeah, that's what's crazy, and like, I didn't even know you.
I know, right? Yeah. It's just what I put out there. Like, so even the boutique started because I loved taking pictures. Even when I was chunky, people used to always hit me up like, oh my god, where'd you buy that? Like, especially like thicker girls, they'd be like, where'd you buy that? Like, I love the way you look, I love the way you're dressed, where do you shop? All the time, because I would be in my professional
because you was popping, like, you was popping. And she, like, honestly, you look good both ways, you know. But I'm all for like whatever you want to do, what makes you happy and stuff. But I can see that people like hit you up and stuff, because you always been photogenic too. Like, you always been popping, like, I'm not guessing, like, you always been popping like on the gram and stuff like that. So you know, that's good though, that you can, it's like, you know, well, how do I put it, I don't know, like, diverse now. Like, it's for everything, you know. Like, so you're coming out with meal plans and stuff too?
I was planning to, but with that, like, I know what works for me, I don't know what works for other people. True. So I wanted to kind of link up with like a dietitian, link up with some like a nutritionist, like, I mean, no shade to Herbalife people, but I didn't want to link up with an Herbalife person.
Nah, I feel that, for real.
So I wanted to like actually network and like just meet more people to put like actual like legitimate stuff in there. Like, I mean, I could come out with a guide and just put what I eat, and you know what I mean. But I feel like
you're right though. Everyone's different. It's not gonna work for everybody.
So I want it to be more legitimate than that. I want to actually like get real advice from like real
Different solutions for different people.
So I am gonna work on that eventually, but before that I definitely want to come out with just fitness guides in general. So I want to come out with like a at-home workout guide, with a booty guide. That's the first one I'm gonna work on.
Okay.
The booty guide, a gym guide, just guides like that. So as far as doing the whole boutique thing, the boutique guide, that was really me just learning, because I knew my long-term goal, well, kind of short-term because it's within a couple months, but my goal was to do the fitness thing and you know, take Aria Fit further. So my goal was to come out with guides for that. So I used the boutique guide as just, you know, a learning process. And then it went well. Like, it looked amazing. Like, I sold really well. I started with the introductory offer of like the 50%.
Yeah, I remember.
I sold a lot. The reviews were amazing. So I'm like, damn, I need to do this again. Like, I need to go hard with this and like really perfect it. Cause like, listen,
that's amazing. I'm so happy for you, for real. It's good because you like, that's another thing I was gonna say, because you're so good with marketing. Like, I'd be like, damn, like, how the fuck?
That's how I'll pass it.
Okay, it's about time. It's like that. You're so good with marketing and just everything. So did you just learn that yourself? Like, you just research or whatever, or like did you take classes like in school and like stuff like that?
Well, there's like two parts to that. One is like, I've always been kind of creative. Not kind of, I've always been creative. Like, I've always been that person who was just always doing something, always making something, always just doing something. I don't know. So that has like a big part of it. But also, I mean, in school, I was a minor in communications. So like, I've always been a writer. So that helps with like that aspect of it. Like, I feel like it's just a combination of everything.
See, I never knew that about you.
Yeah, it's a combination of, you know, how much I love writing, how much of a creative I was, how much of a people person I've always been, you know, I don't know, it's just like through my experiences working in retail, like it's literally a mixture of everything that has like brought me to this point. And it's crazy because I reflect and I'm like, damn, like when I did this, I learned this here and I learned this here. Like, I literally took pieces of different part of my life and just put it all together and like, boom.
That's how it happened. You feel me? That's amazing. Oh, I'm so, see, these hookah hours are not just for y'all, they're for me too, because I really be wanting to know this stuff. Like, that's the thing with doing all this, because I'm like, this is genuine. Like, this is not me being like, oh, what can I ask her? Like, this is genuine shit that I really want to know. Like, we never had the chance to link up. We never had the chance to really talk about all of this.
3 years.
After almost 3 years. But you wasn't even doing all this like 3 years ago. I mean, you was, you know, starting school and everything like that. But you've progressed so much, and I'm so proud of you.
In such a short time, I look at
such a short time.
Like, people always hit me up like, oh my god, I love your growth, I love this, I love that. And it's like, when you're just living and just doing it and just going hard, like, you don't actually think of it. But when you start reflecting, it's like, oh shit, like, I did all that.
Exactly.
Like, I'm really doing this thing.
Yep. Okay. That's how I be feeling too, girl. Because it's like, I remember when I started my lash business and you were like the first one to like support.
Because they fire.
I was like, yo, like, what made you want to get into law school?
Oh, okay. It's crazy because I actually I filmed a Q&A for my channel, and that's like one of the main questions people kept asking me, like, why law school, why law school, why did you choose law school? So I will have this answered in my video, but I'm gonna answer it here. No, I'm gonna answer here. I chose to go to law school because, I mean, simply put, like, there's not a lot of minorities in the law. More specifically, minority women. Look at, I mean, I'm Hispanic. People think I'm like mixed, but no, I'm like 100% Puerto Rican. And less than 2% of the lawyers are Hispanic women. So when I saw that number, less than 2%.
Less than 2%.
Less than 2. So when I saw that number, I'm like, that's not okay. No. So initially, I was working at some company, and I'm like, how can I get a seat at the table? How can I get that corner office? And I had a psych degree. Like, I did not want to do anything with psych. I was a psych major with a minor in communications. I knew I did not want to do anything with psych. I didn't even want to go to grad school for psych. None of that. So I'm like, what can I do? Originally, when I went to college, it was to do pre-med. But then that shit was like, nah, I ain't doing pre-med. Like, I ain't about to be nobody's doctor. So I'm like, all right, I know I want to be in business, but I don't have a business background. What can I do? So I just did my research. Like, everything I've done in my life, like, I've just did my research. Like, as soon as I got the idea, like, I just did not stop until I found a solution. Like, I would just do research for days. And it just so happened that, well, first thing, I did my research and I'm like, oh, I could get a law degree. Like, a law degree can put me in a position to do business stuff.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly. Then I saw that 2% number, and I'm like, oh,
that motivated you.
Yeah, that motivated me even more. But then to put the icing on the cake, that company, they gave me a trip to Mexico.
Okay.
So I had met the basically the in-house counsel, which is like the top lawyers in the company. Well, general counsel is the top lawyer in the company, and it was a woman, a white woman, but it was a woman. Yeah. So I was talking to her. I'm like, hey, like I'm considering law school. Like, you know, I do work for the company now. Like I'm finishing undergrad. But like we were just talking, and she was like, you know what, do it. Like, you know, we like, awesome. Yeah, we like to keep people in the company. Like, let's say for example, you go to law school and like you get out and like you have your law degree. Like we could find some way, somehow, a position here for you. Yeah. So, sure enough, that's what I did. Like it literally just like. All the roads led to go to law school. And then, excuse me, I applied to every law school. Like, I applied to a bunch of law schools, and I got into every single one. Which is crazy, because I did not do well in undergrad.
That's amazing.
But my personal statement was bomb.
Okay.
Like, I went hard in my personal statement, and I got into every school.
As you should.
So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Did you ever get, like, discouraged, like, going through all of this?
Oh,
everything? Like, everything?
Yeah, so right now
you've been doing a lot.
Oh my goodness, yes,
a lot.
That's a lot of people ask me that too, and I feel like it's also going to be in my Q&A. But
sorry, y'all.
Right, just watch it twice. Like it's cool. Watch her video, watch my video. I mean, no, but
we got different audiences,
right? So I don't care. So people ask me all the time, like, how do you do so much? Like they see me on Instagram. I'm like, always in the gym, always doing this, always helping people with their business, always doing my business stuff, always, you know, posting law school stuff. They're like, yo, how do you do everything? Even one person was like, how do you even have time to date? And I'm like, listen, bitch, I'll find a way.
I make a way for what I want to make a way for, okay?
Right, okay. So my short answer to that is like, it's a curse and a blessing. Because like, yeah, everyone sees me doing a lot, but am I really giving 100% to every single thing?
That's
you know what I mean?
feel too.
Like, with the knowledge I have and, you know, the money I could potentially invest in my business, I could be making I could be making 6 figures in my business already. You know what I mean? If I were to give law school 100%, I could be at the top of my class.
Right.
If I were to like go hard with the Aria Fit, I could be one of these top fitness influencers. Like I know I have it in me to go hard if I just focus on one thing. Yes. But I mean, I don't know if it's a Gemini thing or if it's a me thing.
Oh, you a Gemini? Yes. The first Gemini I got along with. So no,
let me go. No, so I think it's either, you know, just who I am as a person. It's just like the whole Gemini thing, which I'm not even big on zodiac, but yeah, I'm always doing stuff. Like I just always have a lot going on, and I never give one thing 100%, which is the downside of it. But yeah, I mean, you just learn how to manage. Yeah. And also, like growing up, my dad always told me, like, he always gave me the example of Beyonce and J-Lo. He's like, you like Beyonce, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she does music, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she has clothes, like a clothing line. I'm like, yeah. He's like, and has she ever been in movies? Like, I'm like, yeah. Right. He's like, and how about perfume? Does she have perfume? I'm like, yeah. Right. He's like, do you see where I'm going with this? I'm like, no. He's like, you can't only do this one thing. I'm like, oh, I get it.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, he was like, she could just sing and sing and sing and sing and just sing for the rest of her life. But no, she has documentaries. She has this, she has that. Like, you always have to have multiple streams. You do.
I agree with that 100%.
And people talk about it, but it's like, who's actually setting themselves up to, you know, to have that. So I just tell myself that, like, even though, like, okay, maybe I can't give certain things 100%, like I like would like to. Right. I'm just trying to build. Like, these are the building stages for the future. So. And
that's the hardest part, honestly. It really is, but. It's all gonna be worth it, and I support you 100%. Sometimes it does get discouraging, but you just gotta keep going. Like, if you know what you want, like, you just gotta keep going, because you know you're gonna be able to get there if you know what I'm saying, put in the effort. Like,
it's true. I read a quote the other day where it was like, I swear my freaking camera roll was just all screenshots of quotes. Because that motivates me. Like, but one
you don't want to see my saved stuff on Instagram.
Right. But one quote, it was something like, basically the people who actually make it are just the ones who didn't quit. Like, literally, like, that's all it is. Like, you just don't quit, you just keep going. Like, you know how many times I want to quit the boutique? Even right now, like, it's slow right now because I haven't ordered more inventory, because I'm trying YouTube, I'm trying the Aria Fit, I'm trying, like, I'm doing other stuff where I can't, like, I physically, mentally can't focus on that right now. Thank God I've still been selling some way, somehow. I've still been selling, like, the inventory I have. but I hardly even market it anymore because like it's on pause.
Yeah.
So this could be something where I see, this is a good text now. Okay, this is a good one. All right, you allowed here. So, but yeah, like it could be a thing where, you know, I'd use this little, I wouldn't call it a rough patch, but for someone else this would be a rough patch.
Yeah.
So I could use this time as a time to quit, like, man, F this, like I'm just gonna do
And a lot of people would.
Right.
Nah, a lot of people would quit, like when everything gets hard and everything. And I feel like everybody goes through that too, especially when you're, you know, you have your own business and stuff like that too, because it gets hard and it gets slow and it gets discouraging. You don't see the numbers that you want, and that goes for anything, business, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, like whatever you're doing, you know, your grades in school, like it gets discouraging. But if you want it, you just gotta keep going.
It's how you take the negative, like what you do with it. Like, do you dwell on it?
Preach.
Right. Do you dwell on it?
Yeah.
Do you let it bring you down? Do you let it get you depressed, get you in a dark space?
Or do you
motivate you? Do you let it motivate you? Do you let it build you and take you higher? You have to be okay with the struggle. Like, you have to be okay with not having the flyest shit in that moment or the best car in that moment, and just grind it out and focus on what's important. Focus on putting yourself in a position to better yourself long term versus, you know, just for your image.
She's taking over my Hookah hour because she is preaching right now. Yes, like, no, that's real shit though. That's real shit, and I'm so glad to know, because like you said, like, I mean, I don't know you really, you know what I'm saying? We've had conversations, but I would have never knew that was your mentality, you know what I'm saying, without talking to you and stuff. And that's the whole point of this Hookah hour too, because I want people to get to know the person behind all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I be going through struggles all the time. I be telling y'all about it. Y'all be knowing about all my fucking struggles. Like, it was crazy, because when I first moved out here, I was struggling bad as hell. I couldn't even stock up inventory for my lash business, like for Slay by the 7. People was like, yo, when you getting soft slay back in, and I have makeup artists that use my lashes for their clients, and they're popping, like they got hella clients. So it's like, it was a lot of pressure, but it's like the same thing. I really had to sit back and be like, listen, like the business gotta be on pause for right now, just like you said, because I need to take care of myself, and I need to line things up for my future. Like, that's the same shit. We're on the same page. Girl, yes. We're on the same page, and it's crazy because we're two completely different people, like going through completely different shit, but it's still the same shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy though, but
you just never know what people are going through. Like, you know, people really can put themselves in, you know, showcase themselves in any way they want to be on social media. They can really be anything they want to be. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic for real.
As soon as I came in her house, I got comfortable. I put my feet up, took my shoes off.
I like that though. Like,
all right, we'll get it together.
People always talk to me about, you talk about your struggles and that, like, you're open about that, whatever. Like, what made you keep going? Same thing that people was asking you, like, oh, you do so many things, like, how do you just keep up with everything? And it's like, you just have to figure out what works for you. Like, that's just all that it comes down to. And like, the type of people that we are, like, we like to try different things to know what, you know, I wanna you know, step my little feet in here and see if I like this. If I don't like it, I'm not doing that shit no more. But if I do, yeah, I'm gonna start right back out. But if I do, this could be my new shit. Like, that's the same thing with me supporting local artists. I supported, like, I shared their posts and stuff like that. But as far as attending people's shows and attending and going to, I started getting invited to listening parties of people who I never even met before. And listening parties are like personal, you know what I'm saying? So like, shit like that. But I would have never knew that I liked anything like that if I didn't go to the shows and support, and I didn't promote them on Instagram, and I didn't record them with my YouTube camera. Like, you know what I mean?
Matter of fact, to that point too, I also admired how, like, you moved. You were like an hour or like 45 minutes or something from me, and you moved out here, and I'm like, yo, she know more people than I do. You know what I mean? But just because that's who
networking.
Networking. Like, that's who you are. Like, you put yourself out there in a positive way.
in a positive way.
You put yourself out there. And then people just vibe with it, vibe with what you're doing, with your energy, with. And I'm not an energy person. Like, people are all about energies and vibes, and I'm not that person. But yeah, that's just to say, like, you've been doing your thing. Like,
Thank you.
proud of you. Like, I'm like, how she know that person? Like, oh, okay.
And it's crazy because I probably didn't, but like I probably just, you know, like met them through this person at that time or whatever. Like, and it just, I'm good with networking. Like, I love networking. I love talking to people. As you could, when you got on this bitch, you was like, oh, you was made for this. Like this, I love talking to people. So it's like, it's easy for me to network. You gotta actually want to support to be like that.
And support goes a long way. I mean, I guess we could just end it here, like support, and for both of us, because we're both in a position where the support matters. Like when you get those messages where it's like, oh, you're doing amazing, like, you know, I love what you're doing, I love this, I love that, or even like, keep going, or even like little things like that, like anything, and like lately I've been getting it so much, and I just feel bad because sometimes it's like I can't, I mean I don't have the time to, like, you know, send a whole paragraph back. So people send me paragraphs, I'm just like, thank you so much, I really appreciate it, send a little heart. And it's like I feel so repetitive because I get the messages, you know, coming like that all the time. So it seems like this bitch just said thank you with a heart, like she don't care, but I do, like it means a lot when people, like,
it really does,
when people appreciate what you're doing or just support you. So I mean, for you to support people, so for you to support people, like me as someone who like has people that support me, like I know how important it is, and then of course you know how important it is because you have people support you. So
that was my whole, that's exactly why I wanted to do it, because I feel like there's not enough support, and I know how it feels to when I get supported with something, like just like you was just saying, like, and it really does matter. So that's another reason why I'm very like, just let me just reach out to this person, you know what I mean? And not everybody's gonna be like that, that's cool, but support really does matter. So if you do like my stuff, just share it, or, you know, let them know, say good job, like keep going, like, you know what I'm saying?
You like it, some people would
like it, like, stop just viewing our shit and scrolling past it, like.
So I do hope your viewers learned a little something about me, about our businesses, about our grind, about our struggles, about, you know, how important support is, just everything. Like I hope, you know, they could take away something from this video. It's not just us rambling.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. I hope they learned something. I think they will.
I think that's it.
That's it. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow her on Instagram. Don't forget to click all the links. You know, she got a link in her bio. You can see all her shit on there. You can see her YouTube, her website, all that. You know what I'm saying? Her guide, right? I think, whatever. She got all that shit on there. So don't forget to do that. And subscribe to her YouTube channel, because she about to be more consistent.
Thank God, finally. Yes. I'm trying to be like you, get on your level, honey.
Girl, I'm trying. And I still feel like it's not enough. But anyway, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to like this video if you want her to come back, because she's coming back.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.